closer.
Okay, me talk here. Wanna voy kile ukaka. Hoxila kile mila hasta katio na hawishoni akipi. He wola khotognash na hoyate kiletus e chumpi. Dohan wai chumpi. Washichu kilena echa. Dako hena kit hops ni echinka. Doske pasiso ke hena hechumpi. Naha. Koskala ka kile. Wichoni ekik na kihe. Mila haska kihena walk sape musi shija oispape. He uchatagni waste hina preokishti. Na toa hechu se chuk de hanta. La kota kihena echa. Dako hena chuk kihena walk. La sloki of the head chuk. Na nilar kota no oispa kihena walaka hanta. Ika ika. Nena white chupi kile uyankoki. Nena ukikwete. Mila hansa sitapi. Wako he lepchala opta yaki wanki. Kaslokie. Incha vokshila kile. Kachi na wichoza ni kihena ki. He uncha taku waste kichupi unkokishti. He uncha ampeto kile vokshila kile. Dala lechus ukiuto kile wola kote chum. O he o vokshi ki wakati. Kohete kugasta, wakat ampeto wasne yako. Yuka wichoka kilesiste. Kolao ki topi wichoni eki na kauna akipi hena esta wak sapi wodi jiwahe kina wite. Neichua utima kaste. Doske hena pasiso apte kini echetka hochichi. Na hochi makaki sloki. Na wakata kia wakat kanga. Kichi maneto kile wasnoi kislokie. Mila haska kilena shita, kawachi kilena shita. He on uchoni akipi. He on woki kile okila. Champeto kile stalo okina tepigi. Oh, ya kile oko. He wola kote ichetke. Je onkik shapike he on. Oloan kilena ahiunya. So as we say, a continuation of our loved one for what this town had did. I blame Rapid City. I blame the police department. I blame the goddamn mayor's office. I blame them all. And if we don't take a stand to blame them, they're going to continue to do this. Look what's happening at the Grand Gateway. They exposed it, but it wasn't good enough because they don't know how to blame them. And you have to blame the white race. Otherwise, nothing's good. Blame all of these. The way I point at these cars, they're responsible for Barney's death. Even these people, all local businesses. The hatred in white America. Help me, people. We don't ever blame them. Christianity will never fix it. Any type of belief system in the white race will never fix hatred and racism. You need to ask your state to erase their hate. That goes for these cars that go by. They have to ask their state why they continue to share racism. And it's going to hurt everybody's face like the two little girls. And the sad part it is, we indigenous people know the truth behind the eyes of a white man. It's been 530-something odd years they've been in our country, and not one Indian turned white. Remember that. And that goes for every one of you that passerby. You look wondering what natives are doing. This is what you did. You murdered him in the first degree. And you think you can walk away with it? We ain't going to say nothing? I'm going to continue to say it today and tomorrow and forever until justice is served for Barney and the family of the people. Look what you did, white man. You're to blame. Everything that you do is bad, but nobody blames you. So I'm blaming you today. That goes for you, Servo. So with that, I'm going to do a song for our late brother, nephew, and cousin, uncle. We're going to do this song in honor of all of us that assembled here to do this honoring in memorial for Barney peoples. This is his song. My voice carries. You know, doing the spiritual song in honor of our loved one. Rapid City, pay attention to all the lives you took in the name of corporate deed, in the name of hatred. You people are to blame for the lives lost in Pennington County. And the sad thing about it, white man, take a look at your own guilt, look in your mirror, and understand your hatred. Then and only then can you follow your heart's path to heal yourself. As long as you continue to serve hatred, racism will continue to exist for the next generations to come. You're to blame, white man, and you live amongst Indian people, Lakota people. You're in Lakota territory. This land was never sold. It was dwindled from you. And you kept taking it from us through every legislation that you created in the name of your pocketbook, which is your tax-paying dollars. And whether you get it today and tomorrow or you don't, you will die with your own white privilege. The great mystery will never forgive you until you forgive yourself and others. So remember what we're saying here today. You took the life of our relative, our loved one. That was a father, an uncle, a brother, a son, and a nephew, and a cousin. These things hurt people like us. We have pain too, white man. We cry too, white man. Don't forget it. Keep looking at us. We're looking at right at you. You're full of hate, white man. The hard part, people, I share this because I live in the struggle. I'm still in the struggle. Today's my 64th birthday on the great victory that we whipped Custer and his command in the Little Bighorn. Many of our relatives are up there remembering the great victory that we've done. And because of this defeat, you people are still persecuting us in the name of your greedy man dollar bill. And you put a name in there that the great mystery never told you to do. In God we trust. That's how heinous you people are. You want to know why we feel this way? You made us that way, white man. And I'm going to continue to share this understanding to you until you remember where you're at. If it wasn't for the indigenous people, all of you white people would be homeless. Don't forget that, white man. Look at the black and white going by. They should be here honoring Barney. They should be here serving Barney. Instead, they're the ones who killed him. Yeah, you look this way. You look this way, white man. I'll deal with you anytime. Come back, white boy. Come on, black boy. You see, that's the nature. When you draw publicity, you want that. How much longer are you going to sit back and not do a damn thing when they're murdering our people out there? Here's a prime example, people. Say it if you have a heart. Don't sit back and let these people go by. They know that they live. When you have fear and hate, you endure racism. You inflict on people. And that's what these people are responsible for. Racism. Every day racism's on the rise. All because of one blonde-haired idiot, Donald Trump. That's why racism returned. And it's always going to get harder every time you put somebody in there. Look at us, people. We're honoring our loved ones. Toot your horns if you really believe in Indian people. Come on. Let's hear you do something like that. I'm going to give this mic over to Barney's sister so she can give you why we were here, why we are here. She can give you a message to that. So here she is. You can.
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear? I just want to say on March 26th of this year, my brother was murdered right outside the top of the hill, James Warren Drive, and they said he terrorized the house, which I don't believe that he did. And the cops came in, used shot at him 15 times, and the 911 call says the shotgun wound to the throat. And we have not since gotten autopsy reports, police reports, motor reports, anything from them. We are filing charges on them for excessive use, excessive force, extreme excessive force. They didn't need to kill Barney. He was disabled, harmless. He would not have hurt them or pointed a gun at them or caused them any kind of threat to them in any kind of way. And they could have used non-life-threatening tactics. They could have went about it a different way, but they did not. They chose to go in and, like I said, shot at him 15 times. And the family watched the body cam. When Barney stood up, he was not possessing a gun and pointing a gun in their direction. So there was in no way in any harm. So they had no reason to kill him. They had absolutely no reason to shoot him down and kill him. So with that, we're filing charges on the Rapid City Police Department.
Hello. I knew Barney. I would go to devotionals at the Hope Center on 615 Kansas City Street. Barney and I, we knew each other. He knew my name. I knew his name. Gave him a ride to the Catholic Church a couple times. I'll miss him. I've lost a lot of friends like Barney over the last year. People that didn't need to die in Rapid City. I served at Ellsworth Air Force Base for 6 years. I deployed 3 times. I'm a father. How is it okay for me to go overseas and help to kill people that I don't know? But yet, I come back here and I can't defend the people in my own community. What does that say about me as a father? That's why I'm here. Thank you.
You know, hearing the stories of what America has done to people. You know, my grandfather once told me, his name was Roy Martin, he was the chief of police on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. During the 1970s, Lehman Brightman and us guys, we occupied Mount Rushmore. And there was no CPS, no Child Protective Service, there was no social services, there was none of this. And children like these 2 young girls were being victimized by a system that created the heinous behavior of incarcerating people. And to this day, our children being carted off, breaking homes up. They're crying out there for their parents to come get them. Our parents are crying out, wondering where their children went. Well, white America done this. And it's like that young man said, my grandfather said this. When you remove a people from the forest, the people of the forest become unknown. And what becomes unknown, you want to destroy. Well, that's what's happening in the year 2022. The hard part is, white America has never ever faced the responsibility of their guilt. And until they face that, then their healing journey will begin on the red road, if they have a red road. Because as far as I'm concerned, their road is white and you don't see nobody on there. Not even them. So what the family has done today in honor of Barney people, imagine what this young man said. There are scores and scores of people of color that serve the white man's armed forces, whether it's the Navy, Air Force, Marines, and the Army. Okay? And he admitted one thing, that corporate America showed him how to protect them, but he can't protect his people. Malcolm X was killed because of this statement. A lot of my brothers and sisters joined the armed forces, and when they came back, when they see the brutality of the white man killing the black people in the communities, they couldn't pick up their firearms and point it back at the white man. What does that tell you? Racism's going to continue to rise upon the earth for this generation that needs a future to be unmolested, unvictimized, unhurt. Children like them today in the year 2022 are going to bed hungry. They cry themselves to sleep, cry, because their bellies are hungry. America, you're to blame. You heard one of your men that served all the tax-paying, dollar-paying people. He served me to protect my rights and all these things that are founded. Look at the cops pulling in over there, over by SoundPro. You see, somebody told him, and that's these white people. You tell on everybody. They're right there. Don't you see them? Like we break the law. You break the law every day, white man, and it's okay. You talk about God, you talk about Jesus, those commandments he gave you, you broke every one of them. And the hard part is, you impose that on the rest of humanity. God himself never told you that. God himself's the four-legged who returned, disguised as an animal to have you watch him. And yet you still abuse your dog. Put him on a leash, a muzzle. Reverse it. D-O-G, take the G, put it in front of the O-D, you got God. Duh. That's how sad you Americans are. But in reference to our loved one, Barney, we're giving you this opportunity to hear and listen to us because we care too. We love our people too. We cry. And taking the life of our loved one, Penitent County, you're to blame. But there is justice coming. I kid you not. In the name of your paperwork. Mark Faggart is the one leading this human rights lawsuit against America and the state of South Dakota. It's coming, white man. You woke up your own message by saying leave people alone. Well, unfortunately, you didn't leave ours alone. And the hard part is, we're giving you the understanding to it. When and only when will you really surrender to your ego, your egotistic behavior of hatred and racism? This is why nothing is working. You work for the rich people. You don't work for me. You don't protect and serve me, even though I pay taxes to all of you. There are people in the cars going by that support what we're doing today. And it's to get recognition, get some exposure about our loved one you took from us. You took him from us. With that, we give you a chance to understand how much we carry pain, how much we cry for our loved ones. And for everyone that attended here, we thank all of you for participating in our gathering, in our memorial for our loved one. Barney's a human being just like you, white man. He cries, he eats and sleeps, he wears your clothes, he bears your name, white man, and you killed him. You killed him. The hard part is our pain is the only way to get you to listen. But even all these passerbyers that went by, all they do is finger and yell and scream. That's the hatred and the egotistic behavior that white people are born and bred with. It'll never go away until you change it. We've tried to help you, and still you don't want to be helped. Well, good, we don't need to. And for all of you that attend, we close this gathering in a prayer for our loved ones, for what we have done in his honor. So here's my closing band. Thank you all for participating. Barney was our loved one. We cared for him. We loved him. We did everything in the behavior of what love is. It's called life, people. So here's our golden prayer. Tokashila wakataka kishimane. Ampeto keleptala okina zipika woke moji. Okina zipika. Dako lena oyate shipiki. Tiwahe kileka kisha na chea. Nam peto onzi trokata kia dako ishonk teki. Wola kota hechus ichimbi. Na niecha wahoni chapi. Na woche kile wakake utima kaki le ankata. Na waji na hechus echi tonki. Onchi prai wanki tuna onkai tapo. Oncha oyate onki kopi lechus epitala onkina zib na woki ksuya. Lechus e hokshila onkumpi. No oloa washte hechus ahiu yonki. Hena ex. Na dona hoch insha. Geen tahipi. Wola kote etchetka woki hena wichak. Da komen die trokata Dania ompi de hel. Wola kote etchetka. Chanke letre. Netra tu gile etcha. Hanchate washte woche ke wakane di etchetka. Hochike. Ni snella ni wakampi. Ankati atopa kile na wamaka speli. Ahito waye. Na woki api. Lechus neptalo kina hoteshi kina hoichi. He woki kina hoche. Matu wenish ni ash ake. Lechano pagluha mani o ate glena oichok. He onchat khakawa hina zina. Woki kshui hena ochok. Ne dahan wable zikile he. Olo akile na. Daku hena opcha pikile wo aksapi hena ochok. Ke a heshi se hochi chapi. Oshokyapi. Oh, thank you. In closing, I'm going to give you a song. Okay? The Lamont family, which is my aunt, Agnes, all their children, my cousin Buddy, they stood with the American Indian movement during the time when the siege was going on February 28, 1973. And this aim song was created by one of our tribal members named Siebert Youngbear. He gifted the American Indian movement this song. This song's always been used in any function that we honored our people from past and present. So I'm going to honor the song in honor of the family and their loved ones. Here's our song for the family. Thank all of you for participating. Thank you. Don't forget what this picture means here. These were the people that Aunt Agnes Lamont struggled and served for. Russell Means, Chanupa, and Louis Janice. These are the people that represented the American Indian movement in the days of the struggle, which the struggle is still here. Thank you. Aho. Wow, thank you for coming, guys.